Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to get inspired by my little trinkets because I'm a collector. I love collecting stuff and my favorite thing to collect is trinkets. So the nominees are my budgie and this pencil sharpener, which the head is a wheel of luck, but it always stays on the same side because the forehead is heavier and it just never works properly, and a little bit creepy because this is what I see all the time. I'm still trying to figure out the best angle. I haven't succeeded, but here we are. Okay, I normally do not sketch with pencil before starting the colors. However, today I am going a little bit more cautious because everything I do now is new and it's a challenge for me. Alright, for her, actually now I'm regretting doing this little sketch with pencil because that will definitely affect the colors, but it's late. I think the head is so round and the flower petals come here. Now, you might think I'm crazy, but trust the process. Okay, I smudged it a little bit and it's time to go in full color. Okay, I like where it's going, but still I'm not sure. So the petals would be blue and I don't know why. I just feel like they will pop if they're blue. So now I really like the idea of making postcards. I've been making them for years. I sell art prints sometimes, but for postcards that are gifts, I always think the best way to do it is to craft it by hand completely. And I really enjoy these types of postcards more than the digital ones. Of course I like them too, but if I want to gift it to people I like, I definitely will choose these formats. Okay, I already hate the color that my camera is showing. It's not that bad, okay? Trust me. I think this is the time where I need to consider the lights as well. Okay, now let's get into my favorite part, which is going in with oil pastels. Okay, now I noticed that if I use this on top of this orange, that would translate so good. I was thinking maybe writing a pun on top of it, but I'm fine. It is very self-explanatory and I don't want to ruin it. And for the petals, even though it's white, I will definitely not go with white. I just enjoy using the wrong color, but if you look closely, you can see a little bit of bluish shadow. And since I want to use blue for the background, I thought maybe this would be a good idea. And it is. I've been talking about having meanings for art, it's not necessary, and now I'm still standing by my point, even proving my point that you don't have to have a meaning to do something. I just like my trinkets and I started painting it. I rendered this baby a little bit. I will do more. I think I will continue doing this little trinkets drawing, painting sessions because I have plenty of them and I have plenty of birds. And if you're here, you probably also love birds because that's part of what I mostly share on this channel. My birds trinket, none of them were intentional. Most of them are gifts. It actually, my obsession with bird happened after having all these trinkets. Maybe some of them stay here. Let's try my favorite blue. This is my favorite blue and it can't go wrong. It will never go wrong as a background color. However, I really like the glowy effect that this little piece had because I smudged it and it kind of turned out like glow, but we will give up on the glows and we'll focus on the final look, which will be something. Funny thing is that I can't do shit with this nail. I am fighting demons and my demons are my nail. My nails are longer than usual and I'm not used to it, and the smaller this oil pastel gets, the harder. It's actually a challenge. But having nails is fun. I know I can't do most of the things I normally did, but just looking at my nails and making this click sound excites me. So it's kind of like a rabbit hole. You fell into it and you just go further down until you get broke. I wish I could somehow make the glow effect stay, but I know if I try, it will turn to green. I like the look of my little crayon chicken, and I want to do a little bit finalization. Now on to the next one. So here's the thing. This is a budgie, but this is just a figure of a budgie, and I do not want it to look real. I want it to look like a trinket. I want it to look like a toy. And I think the key is to focus on the shapes. This is soulless. No offense, little budgie, but you're soulless. I'd say trinkets can be meaningful, but budgies would never stay still like that. They're constantly moving. And you know, they're really chaotic. I've never had a budgie. I've been dealing with different kind of parrots, and I've been studying on a different kind of birds, but budgies I'm scared of. You know, they are colorful, bright, and small. You might think to yourself, this little cute bird, I want to have them. They're gonna be my best friend. No, they're gonna be your enemy. They're gonna be your arch nemesis. I know people who've been eaten by budgies. Every person who owns a budgie, they are threatened every day. Living every day in the same house with a budgie is a threat. Nobody's safe. You know, everything I've heard from budgies is just against my will. I am never interested in knowing how dangerous and creepy they are. And have you heard the way they talk? You know, we have big parrots, we have African grey, we have cockatoos and gulls. They are big, therefore they have bigger brains, therefore they're smarter. But have you heard a little budgie talking? They talk so clearly, like how? It's like they swallow a speaker and a microphone, and they're definitely spies. It's just so creepy. You know what? Now I'm kind of feeling like maybe I shouldn't draw it. Nah, I'm kidding. Anyway, there is no going back, and I do not want it to be perfect, of course, but there are certain things that have to be right. And let's get into the elephant in the room, the bird in the room. I don't know, for the green, this one feels right, even though I wanted it for the background, but the plans has changed. There's something with my brain that does this. I mean, whatever I say, my brain refuses to do it. It's so weird because, you know, it's my brain. It's not someone else's demand. It's kind of funny that my own brain refuses my own plans. And it's so, okay, do not judge me, but I used to write the opposite of what I wanted to do in the day in order to do it. And I'm so real. Have anyone experienced that? Because I don't know, is there a name for it? Of course, I don't want you guys to diagnose me, but I'm just saying, is there a name for it? Because whatever that is, I think putting the camera on the right side of the paper wasn't very bright and smart idea since I'm left-handed, but trust me, the lighting is better here. The little beak is kind of not visible. I hate the fact that it has the same color as a lovebird, and I need to do a lot of adjustment to make it look like a budgie, because no, it's not. Let's not forget our little pink. Okay, oh my god, I'm making a lot of noises for no reason. And on the body, I'm going to stop being so blurry. I have to decide for the background what color do I want. I'm thinking pink. I really think like something like orange or pink will pop. Let's go with pink, and I think I'm losing lights, so let's hurry up. Okay, this is going to be the tail. Now I'm just fixing. Remember the clear tapes? I peeled them off camera, the other one. They came off so easily, so we're good. That was like one of my main concerns, because, you know, imagine doing a full work and then to have that satisfying moment of peeling off your washi tapes or like the tapes, the corner of your artwork, and then to see your paper and your beautiful artwork being ruined. It's a heartbreak. But I'm glad that we will not have this problem. I mean, if I'm lucky. Okay, now I think the wings need a little bit of purple. This part of the stomach also needs a little bit of pink. A little bit of green here. And for this, I will also use purple. And I will just fill them. Alright, there we go. I really like these little silly postcards. It was a really nice experiment. Let me know in the comments which one's your favorite and which one you would have or you would give to your friends. And also, feel free to give me any critiques to better my work or improve my art style or my art processes. Leave in the comments. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Tell me, do you like trinkets? And if you do, please show me your little collections. I am so interested in seeing them. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!